Imagine waking up one morning, and everyone you know is gone, vanished. Not a trace, not a whisper, just emptiness. That's what happened in Havenwood. One night, the town slept. The next morning, it was a ghost. We delve into the chilling mystery of Havenwood, a town that disappeared overnight. Havenwood wasn't big, population around 2,000. Quiet, unassuming. Everyone knew everyone. No crime, no strangeness. Just normal. Until it wasn't. The milkman arrived one morning. Streets deserted, houses empty, cars still parked. Breakfast half-eaten, beds unmade. Like everyone had just vanished. Spontaneous vacation? Yeah, right. Police were baffled. No forced entry, no struggle, no ransom. It was as if the town ceased to exist. FBI got involved, then the National Guard. They searched everywhere. Nothing. Like finding a shadow in the dark. Spooky, isn't it? Enter Detective Thomas Asher, a seasoned investigator, haunted by his sister, Sarah's disappearance years ago. He understands the pain, the uncertainty, the emptiness. He requested Havenwood case, not just as a detective, but as someone who understands. He sees Sarah in every missing face. Asher begins his investigation, not big picture, but small details. He spends days in Havenwood, walking the streets, feeling the silence, trying to understand the lives. He notices things others missed. A pattern in the abandoned objects, a recurring symbol, a faint scent. These are the whispers in the dust, the clues. He talks to families, friends, neighbors. He learns about their lives, routines, secrets. He discovers Havenwood wasn't perfect. There were undercurrents, tensions, whispers of rituals, rumors of a secret society. Every small town has secrets, right? But these were different. Asher pieces together the clues, realizing they're connected. The symbol is an ancient rune associated with vanishing. The note is a coded message, hinting at a ritual, a sacrifice. The ozone scent, high-energy electrical phenomena. Could it be? Asher delves into the occult, ancient mythology, fringe science. He's desperate, exploring any possibility. He discovers legends of portals, stories of vanishing, theories about energy fields. Is it possible? Getting chills yet? The deeper Asher goes, the more obsessed. He's driven to find the truth, not just for Havenwood, but for Sarah. He sees her in every missing person, feels their pain. He's walking a dangerous path, closer to the mystery, closer to a terrifying truth. Asher discovers a hidden chamber beneath the church. Inside, evidence of recent activity, ritualistic symbols, strange equipment, a chilling discovery, a journal detailing a planned disappearance. Who wrote it? What's the ritual's purpose? The chamber is cold, damp, silent. The journal, in a strange language, speaks of convergence, gateway, sacrifice. It describes a ritual to transcend existence, enter a new dimension. Asher translates, heart-pounding. Havenwood wasn't random. It was planned, orchestrated by believers in transcendence. He digs into Havenwood's history, uncovering a dark secret, a legacy of occult practices. The founders were members of a secret society, believing in other dimensions. They believed ritual and sacrifice could open a gateway. Sounds like a horror movie, right? But this is real. Asher talks to the remaining residents, elderly people who didn't participate. They're scared, unwilling to speak. But Asher's persistence breaks through. They tell stories of strange occurrences, whispers, shadowy figures. They speak of a charismatic leader, Elias Thorne, who promised salvation, transcendence, a new life. Asher's investigation turns personal. Sarah was also researching occult practices. He finds a connection between her research and the Havenwood Society. A chilling realization. Sarah wasn't just a victim. She was involved. She was searching for the same answers, the same transcendence. Had she found them? Had she joined them? Asher deciphers the note. It reveals the ritual site, a hidden cave. The convergence is about to happen again. Another group plans to vanish. He has to stop them, find Sarah, understand what happened. Asher races against time, driven by hope and fear. He's facing a powerful force, people willing to sacrifice everything. He's entering a world of shadows, where reality and illusion blur. He's about to confront the truth about Havenwood and Sarah. He reaches the cave, a dark opening. The air is thick with unnatural energy dread. He hears chanting, a chilling drone. He's too late. The ritual has begun. He enters, flashlight beam cutting through darkness. He sees them, the society, cloaked, chanting around a fire. In the center, bound to an altar, people with glazed eyes, serene faces. They are ready to cross over. Elias Thorne stands before them, eyes glowing with fanatic zeal. He sees Asher and smiles, a chilling smile. He welcomes Asher, says Sarah is waiting. She is transcended. He offers Asher a choice. Join them, transcend, or die. Asher refuses. He tries to reason with them, make them see the madness. But they are lost in delusions. Thorne orders his followers to seize Asher, make him the final sacrifice. A struggle ensues. Asher fights back, driven by hope to survive, finds Sarah. He uses his training, instincts will, but he's outnumbered. The cult members are relentless. Just as they overpower him, a figure emerges. It's Sarah. She's changed, eyes hollow, face pale. She's one of them. She stops the cult members, says Asher is not a threat. She leads him to Thorne, whispers something. Thorne nods. Sarah takes Asher's hand, leads him to the altar. He looks at her, searching for the sister he knew, but she's gone. She says she's found peace. She's finally free. She offers him the same choice, join them, transcend, or die. He looks at the people on the altar, faces serene, eyes empty. He looks at Sarah, face emotionless, eyes cold. He understands then, there is no saving them. There is no saving Sarah. He makes his choice. He chooses to pretend. He nods slowly, feigning acceptance. He looks at Sarah, a flicker of something, pity, triumph, in her hollow eyes. He allows her to lead him to the altar. He plays the part, the hesitant convert, the lost soul finally finding its place. He knows he has one chance, a slim thread of hope in this nightmare. Thorne beams, his face radiating an almost messianic fervor. He begins the final incantation, the words echoing through the cavern, vibrating with an unnatural power. The air crackles with energy. The fire leaps and dances, casting grotesque shadows on the walls. The bound figures on the altar seem to vibrate, their forms flickering, as if they are already halfway across the threshold. Asher watches, his mind racing. He needs to time this perfectly. One wrong move, one sign of his deception, and he's finished. He scans the cavern, searching for anything, any advantage. His eyes fall on the strange equipment he saw earlier, a series of metallic devices, humming with a low, resonant frequency. He remembers the journal's description of the convergence, the manipulation of energy fields to open the gateway. He has a hunch. Thorne's chanting reaches a crescendo. The bound figures begin to glow, their outlines blurring. The air is thick with anticipation, the sense of impending transcendence. It's now or never. Asher makes his move. He lunges forward, not towards Thorne, but towards the humming devices. He throws himself against them, disrupting their alignment, sending a surge of chaotic energy through the cavern. The effect is immediate and catastrophic. The glowing figures on the altar convulse, their forms flickering violently. The fire erupts, sending sparks flying. Thorne cries out in rage, his eyes burning with fury. The ritual has been disrupted, but something else has happened. The chaotic energy surge has ripped open something else. A shimmering portal appears in the center of the cavern, swirling with colors that defy description. It's not the gateway Thorn intended, but something different. From the portal, a figure emerges. It's not an angel, not a demon, not anything Asher could have ever imagined. It's Sarah, but not the Sarah from moments ago. This Sarah is different. Her eyes are filled with intelligence, with understanding, with fear. "He didn't tell you the truth," she says, her voice echoing through the cavern. "He told you we transcended. We didn't. We're trapped." Thorn screams, lunging at Sarah. "You traitor. You'll ruin everything." But it's too late. The portal has destabilized, its energy fluctuating wildly. It begins to pull everything towards it, like a cosmic vacuum cleaner. The cult members are thrown against the walls, their bodies contorting in unnatural ways. Thorn is sucked into the swirling vortex, his screams cut short. Asher stares at Sarah, trying to understand. What is this?" "He promised us paradise," she says, her voice trembling. "He promised us transcendence. But he lied. He used the ritual not to open a gateway, but to trap us. He's been feeding on our energy, growing stronger, more powerful. This isn't transcendence. It's a prison." Asher looks at the shimmering portal, at the swirling chaos within. A prison? For who? Sarah's eyes widen with terror. "For us," she whispers. "And for them." From the depths of the portal, something stirs. Something vast, something ancient, something utterly alien. A low, guttural growl echoes from the darkness, a sound that chills Asher to the bone. He realizes then the terrifying truth. Thorn wasn't trying to open a gateway. He was trying to keep it closed. Sarah reaches out to Asher, her hand trembling. "You have to help me," she pleads. "You have to close the portal, before it's too late." But as she speaks, the portal begins to expand, its swirling vortex growing larger, more menacing. And from the darkness within, a single, massive eye opens. It's an eye unlike any Asher has ever seen, an eye that radiates pure malevolence, pure cosmic horror. It's an eye that sees everything, and it's looking right at him. The ground begins to shake, the cavern walls tremble. The air is filled with a deafening roar, a sound that shatters the very foundations of reality. The portal is about to unleash something ancient, something powerful, something unimaginable. Asher knows what he has to do. He has to close the portal. But how? He has no idea. He's just a detective, a man haunted by loss, a man who stumbled into a nightmare beyond human comprehension. He's facing something that could destroy him, could destroy everything. But he has one thing left. He has his will. He has his determination. He has his need to find Sarah, the real Sarah, the sister he lost. And he has one other thing. He has a choice. He looks at Sarah, her face a mask of terror. He looks at the monstrous, eyes staring back at him from the portal. He takes a deep breath, and he makes his choice. He chooses to fight. He chooses to believe that even in the face of cosmic horror, even against impossible odds, humanity can find a way to survive. He chooses to run. He runs towards the humming devices, towards the source of the chaotic energy, towards the only chance he has to close the portal, to save Sarah, to save the world. He runs towards the darkness, towards the unknown, towards the terrifying truth that lies waiting on the other side.